Hey truckers, welcome back. So we're back on the channel at Burst Garage, and I want to thank you much for following and keeping up with the progress here. So as you notice, we've got the concrete down and we've set for 30 days, so we're at our cure time. So now what we're looking to do is put some color on this before the walls and the roof goes up. So color wise, we'll be using a dye from Direct Colors. It's a vibrant concrete dye, and this is a charcoal color. And what we'll be doing is using an inconsistent circular motion and darkening, lightening, and so forth as as our likings there. So this is what we'll be using. We'll be mixing it with 5 gallons of acetone to this one container here. And then afterward, we'll actually use a concrete wax from Foundation Armor. It's a matte gloss finish. So with that, we'll get it good and sealed and coated afterward. And here in a couple of days, we'll have this all wrapped up. It's dry time, and we'll be looking forward to the walls. And thank you much, and I hope you enjoy the process. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. So truckers, we got the first coat of the dial. So we got the coated. All right, we're at halftime. We got the dial applied, everything looks good. I'm happy with the turnout, with the inconsistent. All right, so we got our first step taken care of. We got the dial applied to it. I'm pretty happy with the turnout from Direct Colors. That's a charcoal color, so I'm happy with that. You know, we wanted an inconsistent color or pattern to it, so I think that turned out good. And in the back corner here, you'll see that it's a little darker, and the reason for that, that's, you know, the welding table and the area that I'll be doing most of my grinding and dust. So I want to make that a little bit darker. So we'll let it dry for the rest of the day, and then we'll start back tomorrow and we'll be applying the wax from Foundation Armor. So stay tuned, guys. Hey, good morning. So here we are. We let it set overnight. The dye is cured, and today we're going to get the wax on it from Foundation Armor and give it a little matte finish. So here we go. Okay, so we'll be using the shallow pan to pour the wax in, and we'll have an HDX 22-inch microfiber mop that we'll be mopping it on with. And it claims that we need to mop it one time. 1 gallon equals about 400 feet of coverage, and then we'll let it dry for 1 to 3 hours depending on the temperature. Then we'll come back and recoat at least one more time, if not 2 more, using that same pattern. All right, so we got our first coat of wax put on. It'll take about 1 to 3 hours dry time. We'll put another coat on afterward. We'll wait a few more hours and probably put one more coat on the entrance areas. So far it's turned out pretty nice. It actually shows a lot of the marks from the trowel. Gives it a little depth in the character with the charcoal. The sun's not doing it justice right now. And all in all, you won't see a lot of this from this angle because it'll be enclosed. But so far, the matte finish turns out pretty nice. All right, we're coming back from lunch. Had a few snacks, belly's full, pockets empty. So we've got our dry time in, about 3 hours has passed. We got a little matte sheen finish to it, and we're ready for our second coat. But I'm liking it. Let's get it from a higher angle. I'm really enjoying the finish on this, and I think it's going to turn out pretty nice. Let's start on another coat here. Kept the mop in some wax, that way it didn't dry out or have hard flakiness to it, so we're ready to walk ourselves around again. Let's go. The helper showed up. Oh yeah, not tacky. She's ready. One rule, mop your way out. Look at this guy. Help! Help! More out. All right, so there's a second coat. Everything looks good. We got good coverage. We'll let that set for probably 2 or 3 more hours, and we'll come back and see if we want to put one more coat around the entrances and the doorways. But I'm thinking that 2 coats is going to be fine. So this right here will seal the concrete and put a little wax coating on it as well to keep water from penetrating down into it and causing cracks and causing staining. And that was the purpose of the dye, to keep all the staining to a minimal, but at the same time what actually does get through kind of blends in with the overall floor. So I believe we'll be pretty happy with this. So we'll check back in a couple hours and see where we're at. Stay tuned, guys. We'll reuse that. We're going to trash that. All right, we're coming back after our second coat, and I think it's a pretty nice sheen on it. And this was the matte finish from Foundation Armor. It's Foundation Armor wax. Not ready to walk on it yet, but I like the overall look out of it. Pretty pleased. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here. We finished up yesterday with our 2 coats of the Direct Colors concrete dye, and today we followed up with 2 coats of wax from Foundation Armor. So it gives it a good matte finish, a good charcoal color up underneath that. So overall, pretty happy with it. So hopefully all the oil stains that do make it through, penetrate into, kind of blend in with it. But overall, we've got decent traction to her, floor, and we also got a nice sheen to it too. So I think it's a happy medium with that. So with that, I hope you enjoy a little process that we went through here, and if you will, like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you much for the ones that have subscribed, and please follow along because I have a lot more content coming up, and that's walls and a roof hopefully in the near future. So thank you again, and peace. Keep a nice little traction to it and so forth. Jimmy. Jimmy.